Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Reddy, and this is a very short PowerPoint on influences on the Supreme Court. Remember, the court hears many appeals to be heard, but only rules on a small percentage of cases each year. So we're going to look at some factors that influence the actions of the court, starting with judicial review. You remember judicial review was established with Marbury versus Madison. It's the power of the court to rule on the constitutionality of laws and acts and executive orders. Now we're talking about power that the Supreme Court has. It gives the power to the court to overturn laws passed by Congress or actions taken by the president. That's judicial review, gives the court that power. That really is the key check that the Supreme Court has on both of the other branches. Now, how does this work? What is a writ of certiorari? First, a case comes to the Supreme Court on appeal. Remember, the majority of cases go to the Supreme Court on appeal. Next, after it's been screened by clerks in the Supreme Court as being a possible contender to be heard, and many are filtered out at this stage, once they have a stack for the justices to discuss, the justices discuss the cases and then vote. And it's the rule of four. If 4 out of the 9 justices rule to hear a case, then it will be heard by the court, and a writ of certiorari is issued to the lower court, which basically directs the lower court to send up the facts of the case to the Supreme Court. Stare decisis, or decisis, however it's pronounced, means let the decision stand. This means that the justices apply precedent to current court cases. Precedent means cases that have come before. So they're ruling based on past decisions of other courts. An example of this would be if they said, this is the way they decided, the court decided 10 years ago on a case, very similar to this case, and we agree with that court's decision. We're not changing that decision. We're going to let the decision stand. So they're basically saying, we're not going to hear the case. We're going to leave it the decision of the other court of past courts on a case very similar. Judicial activism influences the decisions of the courts because activist judges are more likely to strike down laws and policies as unconstitutional. They're influenced by the future needs of the nation as opposed to the past needs. So they're going to look to see if precedent is outdated, or if laws or policies are outdated and need to be brought into today's world. Okay, that's it for this PowerPoint. Thanks for listening.